Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Parishrama NEET Academy. My name is Vipin Kumar Sharma and I am a visiting biology faculty at Parishrama NEET Academy Bangalore office. In this particular video we are going to talk about how to score 340 plus marks in biology during NEET 2020. We know very well that the offline classes are halted just because of the pandemic COVID-19, but we are trying our level best to provide you all the content so that you can cover up the whole syllabus in timely manner via online mode. So here we are going to talk about the strategy in this first video, and after this video we are going to start our course, our crash course, in which I am going to tell you guys some important topics and I am going to teach you those topics as well. So just make sure that you follow this channel up, and this channel is really going to help you guys in coming time so that you can prepare well for the MBBS and BDS entrance examinations. Alright, so this is the Parishrama NEET Academy, which makes you guys able to clarify NEET and CET entrance examination, and we are currently running a crash course. This is our contact number. You can contact us on this number for further details, or you can go to www.parishramanetacademy.com. Now let's start our discussion. So the first question that comes in students' mind is that whether scoring 340 marks is a big deal in NEET or not. So let me give you a very simple example. The AIR 1 in 2018, that is Kalpana Kumari, she has got 360 out of 360 marks in biology. Okay, and she told on her interview that she has gone through the basic data, the basic details of the books. And what basic data did she talked about? She obviously talked about the NCERT book. I've also made a video on the analysis that how many questions directly comes from NCERT book in NEET examination each and every year. In that video, I have given a foolproof thing over there that almost 340 plus marks a student can easily attain out of 360 if he is very thorough through NCERT. It means that if he can do simple questions of NCERT as well as the tricky ones, if he is not going to make any kind of mistake, then he can easily achieve 340 marks. But still, there are some topics, there are some chapters in which you require some extra edge. Extra edge means that you need to go through some more important topics, some more crucial topics which are not given in NCERT. You need to do those topics from some resource material. That resource material could be your coaching institute modules. That resource material could be a reference book, for example the Pradeep's reference book, the elementary reference book, or any kind of book that is present in market, because the market is full of valuable content and you can choose the desirable content on your own. Let's say for physics you are having DC Pandey, that is also a good book. For physics, let's say you are opting HC Verma sir's book, Bharti Bhavan publication, that is also a very good book. If you are opting any other book for physics, for example Resnick Halliday Walker or Resnick Halliday Crane, then these are also going to be the very good alternatives. So each and every book is maestro. Each and every book is good because it is written by the best scientists of the world, the best researchers of the world, or the best teachers of the world. So each and every book is written by a very good author who has deep and conceptual knowledge of the subject. So you have to choose one book after all, because you can't go through the multiple books. So you need to choose one book in each and every subject that is going to work as a resource material. Okay, so in case of biology, the resource material can vary, and I am going to talk about the resource material in next slide. So here you can score 340 marks in NEET biology in 2020 if you are going to read the NCERT several times. I've used the word several times over here because it's not possible for you to score full marks if you are going to read NCERT 2 or 3 times. It becomes very crucial to understand the NCERT. At least 2-3 times you need to give it a very thorough reading, okay, line by line, word by word reading, and at least you need to revise it for more than 2-3 times, okay. Minimum time required is 2-3 times. So 2-3 times thorough reading and 2-3 times revision. This is the minimum that you can do with NCERT, but the maximum has no limits. For example, at my time I have given a lot of revisions, and during my teaching time also I have gone through several editions of NCERT and I have read them for more than 10 times. Okay, and some of the chapters I have gone through are obviously read by me for 15 to 20 times, which are way more complex and which have some hidden points in it. So when you are going to read NCERT several times, you will find a thing that each and every time you are reading NCERT conceptually, you are getting some new points from it. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you are reading NCERT several times, you will be getting each and every point so that you can tackle all the questions that are coming in your examinations. Okay, so that's why reading a book multiple times is always a good deal, okay, rather than reading multiple books a single time. So don't read 10 books for single time, but just go through the single book 10 times. It is going to be around 5 to 6 times more efficient strategy, and it is surely going to increase your marks or boost up your marks in your examination. So if you want to score 340 marks, just go through NCERT. What is my suggestion? That you need to go through NCERT thoroughly. After that, you need some sort of reference material in only a few chapters. Only a few chapters, not in all the chapters. I'll let you know about what are the chapters in which you require the reference material. After that, you should do an objective book, okay, which can be very simple objective book to the complex one. But since we are having very less time for the NEET examination this year, so I'll suggest you an objective book, NCERT at your fingertips by MTG, or NCERT Gear Up by the Altis Vortex publisher. These two books can really help you out in solving the objective problems. And after that, what you need to do is you need to do the past year question papers. So I'll recommend you to do around 10 to 12 years of past year question papers. Why? Because in biology, the curriculum has totally changed. The NCERT book edition is also changed. The previous NCERT books were quite tough to understand, but the current NCERT book is comparatively easier. So if you will see the earlier question papers, okay, then you will find them way difficult. But if you will see the current question papers, then they are having less difficulty level as compared to those. So if you are going to read today's NCERT and if you will solve the paper of 1998, you will not be able to solve that up. But if you will read today's NCERT and if you will solve the paper of 2019, then you can easily do that paper, because that totally depends upon what is the resource from which the questions are being asked. So the questions are always asked from NCERT of the current curriculum. So I'll recommend you only 10 to 12 years of past year question papers. Now let's talk about the books that you need to recommend. The most premium and the precise book is going to be NCERT, which is called as the Godfather book for NEET. So this is really going to be the Godfather. Okay, you need to go through this book, each and every line, each and every phrase, each and every diagram, each and every highlighted point, non-highlighted point, summary, exercises, each and everything from NCERT. Even the scientist introduction that is given before each and every unit, that should be read. For example, in the first unit of 11th class, there is Ernest Mayr. Okay, so Ernest Mayr was called as the Darwin of 20th century. He has given the biological concept of species. Okay, and after that he got the triple crown of biology: the Balzan Prize, the Crafoord Prize, and the International Prize in Biology. So these three prizes were got by Ernest Mayr, and that's why it is called as the triple crown: the Balzan Prize, the Crafoord Prize, and the International Prize of Biology. So there are some questions which can be like directly framed from the scientist introduction itself. So just don't skip those scientist introduction. It is going to be really helpful for you guys to score better marks in your examinations. Okay, so firstly you need to read NCERT. After that you need to read the reference material, not the total reference material. Okay, I am not recommending to read the whole book. For example, if we are having elementary biology, I am not recommending you to read the whole book. Don't go through the whole elementary biology. It will take 1 to 2 years to complete that book. And even after that, you will not be able to solve all the questions, because you can't memorize such a bulky book of 1200, 1300 pages per volume. So elementary book could not be read completely. So what you have to do is you need to take it as a reference book. Now what is reference book? Other than NCERT, you can read it for only those topics which you are not aware of. For example, let's say you are doing photosynthesis from NCERT, and in photosynthesis you got cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. These are the two topics that you are not understanding well. What you need to do right now, just go through these topics, cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation, from the elementary book. That is called as reference material. And rest of the topics such as Calvin cycle, Hatch and Slack pathway, the experiments in photosynthesis, and the earlier topics that are given in a good pace in NCERT, you can read them from the NCERT only. And some topics that you are not able to got from NCERT, you can read them up from the resource material. For example, you are going through the oxidative phosphorylation in respiration chapter. You are going through the oxidative phosphorylation, or you are going through the differences between dicot root and monocot root. Dicot root and monocot root. So what you can do right now, you can just go through these topics which you are feeling that they are difficult and you require more knowledge in them. Then you can go through these topics from the reference material. This is the strategy that you should follow. Okay, so the very first thing is NCERT. The second thing is reference material. After completing the syllabus from NCERT and reference material, what you need to do basically is you need to go through what? You need to go through a past year question paper book. Okay, so you have to do past question papers. plus you need to do objectives. How many objectives? I'll recommend you 100 to 125 or 150 objectives per chapter in case of biology. So those objective range were given in NCERT at your fingertips by MTG publications, and other than that there is NCERT Gear Up book by Altis Vortex publication. So you can recommend any of them. Okay, only one book out of these two. These are going to be good alternatives. Past year question papers, there are a lot of options. For example, you can take Arihant, it is going to be a good option. You can take MTG, it is going to be a good option. You can take Oswal, it is going to be a good option. You can take Altis Vortex, as I have suggested, that is also going to be a good option. So these are, in priority. Altis Vortex and MTG are in priority, but because there are NCERT references which are given in Altis Vortex, which makes this book quite different. So these are some books that you need to follow. So there are only 4 steps to get 340 marks. If you are, a perfectionist, if you are reading each and everything very thoroughly and very carefully, then you can get, or you can tackle the score of 340 plus. What you have to do is, the first step is to read the NCERT. The second thing is to supplement your material, the supplementation of your knowledge with the help of reference book. The third thing is to implement your knowledge in the objective books, and after that analysis of the paper by solving the past year question papers. These 4 steps can make you able to qualify any competitive examination, and this law is, followed by all the important exams. Even if you are preparing for UPSC, then this is going to be the ideal strategy. You need to do NCERT, then reference material. For example, let's say that you are reading polity for UPSC. Then initially you need to read the NCERT of 9th to 12th class. After that you need to go through the reference material, which is M. Lakshmikant book. After that you need to solve the objectives from past year question papers and from the test series that is provided by the coaching institute. So this is going to be the ideal plan for all the students and for all the examinations. So these are some books that you need to follow. So obviously you need to take 4 books for each and every subject. The first one is NCERT, the second one is the resource or supplementation material, after that the past year question papers, and after that the objective book. That is something that you can opt right now. So in other resources, I'll let you know some sort of applications that you can go through. In applications, firstly you should install YouTube, which is obviously a very critical part of your, Google. So in YouTube you can read a lot of content, you can see a lot of videos, topic wise videos, because we are also shooting up this video and we are sending this video to you in YouTube itself. So it is going to be the best part, that if you utilize the YouTube possibly in a good way, then it can surely help you out. But if you want, pure content, then you can go to Unacademy. Only the free videos you have to see over here. Okay, only the free one. If you are going to install the Unacademy's learning app, there are a lot of lectures which are already present there. There are some lectures of mine as well. So you can directly have a look at them and you can conceptualize the better topics from that particular applications. After that, there are some doubt solving applications that you can install, and after that you should take the help of internet to supplement your knowledge in some topics that you are not getting in books, because there are obviously some sort of words or vocab that you are not aware of. So those words should be directly searched out on internet so that you can get a better perspective that what is the book saying to you, because sometimes some books are really complex. For example, NCERT. So to read NCERT, it becomes very important to have a good vocab, and if you are not having a good vocab, then I'll suggest you that you need to take a phone always with you or some sort of dictionary, so that you can easily highlight those words in your NCERT book, and you can basically do what? Highlight these words, and after that you can write their meaning in front of them, so that when you are going to read the NCERT again, it will not be more complicated for you guys. Okay, so just make sure that you have a good vocab, and if not, then it's not even necessary. If you have a dictionary with you, then you can enhance your vocab each and every day. If you are going to read a single chapter from NCERT, you will be capturing 10 to 12 good words, okay, from each and every chapter, and that is going to help you out in your exam as well, so that you can go through the most harsh statements and you can get the best output from that. So I'll recommend you guys कि आप लोग जो है इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें. So this is my personal recommendation to subscribe the channel Parishrama NEET Academy, and please press the bell icon so that you never miss an update from Parishrama NEET Academy as well. Like this video if you understood the concepts, if you understood the importance of this video, and if you are really going to implement all these kind of things in your preparation. And I'm going to come back with some sort of conceptual videos, some chapters where we will be reading the most critical chapters of your NCERT 11th and 12th class. So make sure that you subscribe this channel and like this video. Just let me know in the comment section if you have some doubts in any topic. We'll surely let you know about the solutions of those doubts, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much guys. Stay tuned and lots of love.